Hello, welcome back to Fires and Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we are going to finish Brass Restoration. So, barring any surprises, this is going to be the end of both Yui's route and just the game in general. So, last time out, we had to deal with Minori jumping some more really wild conclusions. Yui's in like a deep state of depression, and looks like Ryo has some choices to make here. So yeah, let's pick it up here on the very next day. I open the curtain and feel the bright sunlight. It's a good start for me, as I have hope now. Alright, I have to do something today. I have to come up with something from what Higuchi-sensei told me yesterday. But if I'm to save Yui like Sensei said, I'll have to officially be lovers with Yui. I certainly have nothing against going out with Yui, but I don't think it'll be a snuggling, touching relationship. Is being lovers with Yui a good thing for me? I know it'll be fun and I won't be bored, but I want to go out with someone cuter, more innocent, and more feminine. Taking what Sensei said, I think I like Yui as a girl, but she's far away from my ideal relationship. Can I compromise like that? If I end up dumping Yui, will she be able to recover from it? There certainly is a choice to go out just to go out, but I'm sure that's not the best solution. I don't know how long I can bear a relationship without love. As I think that love is something that creates strong demand for each other, I can't classify this feeling for Yui as love. I guess I have monolithic thinking. Maybe I'll ask Minori about it. I decided to wait for her. I'm here, Ryo-kun. This is sudden, but I have an important thing to talk about with you. What? You can't say anything like wanting to make a baby with me, okay? That's a romantic line, yet it's also sexual harassment. Well, what is it about? It's about Yui. So it's not solved yet? It's been 4 days already. No, but I think I know how to solve this. I know it, but it's just my problem now. What? Well, I tell her about my conversation with Higuchi-sensei. I see. She might be right. You think so too? I can't explain why you're so concerned with Tanaka-san except with the word love. Let me ask you. You're the kind that thinks only love can exist between guys and girls and friendship can't exist, right? That's not true. Well, you're right. You wouldn't hang out with Koto if that was the case. And we have this childhood friend relationship that's making us the way we are now. Considering that, you're keeping your love and friendship separate. That's good. Yeah, way to read the room there, bro. Why the angry face? Well, it's not scary even when you make that face. Your retaliation isn't scary either. I'll stab you sometime. I guess you're really angry. What's going on? I realized something. I see. It's that time of the month, huh? You insensitive idiot. Yeah, I think that might be sexual harassment too there, bro. The foot she kicks with hits me right in my nuts. Even though it wasn't that strong, it's a weak spot, and I take a lot of damage. Minori, what do you do if I can't be a guy anymore? I haven't had this much pain since I stuck it between my zipper. Oh my god. It's fine. That's what you get for hurting a girl's feelings. You're the one in trouble if I lose my ability to make children. What? Oh, so that's what you were thinking of. I'm sorry. It's certainly troubling if you can't have any children. Right? I have to let you see my kid wants to marry someone. Rest assured, our friendship will continue until that time. You idiot. Jeez. My cheek is burning. Minori, a girl slaps people using leverage? Her legs, waist, and arms all move together to hit me 3 times as hard. It's so hard that it reminds me of the red machine. That's what you get for tampering with a girl's feelings. Ah, it really hurts. I hold my cheek. Your face would have been crushed for Satanaka-san. You have to be sensitive with the girl's feelings. Yeah. Sensitive with the girl's feelings. I wouldn't act so carelessly if I was really in love with her. Maybe Sensei's mistaken. Then I have to break up with Yui. I think you have to do something today. I don't think it's meaningful to prolong this any longer. I guess so. It's obvious that there won't be any more good ideas, no matter how much longer I think. Let's stop with the thinking. I'll talk with Yui today and come up with a conclusion. I have to do so. It seems you're determined. Yeah, I am. I'll finish this today. Then shall we go now? Yeah. Oh, Ryo-kun, What? You look like you want to say something, and you're acting weird, too. I'll wait for you no matter what you choose to do, okay? I'm mature already. I don't get it, but thanks for your support. You're really dense. I feel stupid saying this to you. So you know you're stupid. No, you idiot. Oh, come on. If you ask 100 people, 93 people will say that Minori is stupider than me. How about the other 7? 6 will say that the detergent works better than the old one. The last one, only you yourself, will say that I'm stupider than you. Oh, jeez, it's going too far for an insult. Gee, she'll get back at me starting tomorrow if I piss her off anymore. I decided to say the holy word that can solve anything. It's just a joke. Don't take it seriously. It's fine if it's a joke. She's so simple. Stupid, like always. Well, I'm sorry. I'll apologize if I angered you. It's fine. We're each other friends. Walking, I think about Yui. It's hard to think from my perspective of love that lovers can hang out with so much ease like us. That's why my relationship with Minori doesn't get any deeper. It's kind of like the case with Yui. The boundary between friendship and romance is vague for me, but I've never thought about that line before. Hey, Minori, what do you consider as the boundary between friendship and love? That's sudden, but you must be thinking about Satonaka-san. Let's see, I guess if I can show you my true self without hesitation. You're not asking for much from your lover, huh? It's not fun when you're not romantic. It's fine. My dream is just to get married and lead a modestly happy life without any accidents. I do need to experience stimulating love too, but I think that'll fade away the more you find out about them. And I think it's just tiring to think about your lover and constantly trying to make yourself look better. That's why I want someone to love me for who I am. I guess there are perspectives like that. I don't know if we think the same way, but I'm sure that stimulating love is not the only kind of relationship out there. Then could the feeling I'm feeling for Yui be love, like Sensei said? So there's a lot of different ways to think about this, huh? I guess I'll come with the conclusion on how I think too. Today might be too short a time for that, though. Alright, thanks. Let's get going. Yeah, good luck, Ryukun. We run to school like we did the past few days. The bell rings. School's over. I want to go to Yui's classroom right away, but I'm still wondering, what should I do? When I stand up, I freeze there. Frozen just like Windows ME. That's a good outdated joke. Very nice. Alright. Not only my body, but my mind freezes as well. I can't even restart. All my classmates leave the room while I stand there. Yeah, except for Sensei. Hey, you idiot, standing there like a statue. What? Come here, I have good news for you. What is it? Go on a date with you today. I've already made the preparations. Sensei makes a daring smile. Huh? I can't go on a date with her. She was so depressed she couldn't even talk yesterday. That's not exactly true. Well, it's easy for you to just go and see, but more importantly, yes? Be with her today without thinking too much. Don't try to think of complicated things. Don't be desperate to come up with a solution today. But that won't solve anything at all. I don't want to prolong this any longer, you know? But that's not the case, though. That again? I don't know what you're thinking about, but would that really do anything? I'm saying it because it would do something. Trust your teacher more. I've lived longer than you have, you know? That might be true, but either way, all you're going to do today is going to persuade Yui, right? You're just going to repeat the questions to no answers, right? You should know that it won't do anything but cause Yui more pain. Don't you think it's better to listen to me then? She is exactly right. Yeah, you're right. You tried to do so, even though I told you yesterday that you love her. But you don't realize that. You're thinking that since this doesn't fit with your ideal relationship, you're thinking that you must not like her that much. She's right again. Ugh, you're correct again. It can't be too bad to trust my opinion when I know so much about my students, right? Why don't you go with my plan? Don't trust your stupid decision where the only thing you can tell is if something is hot or cold. I certainly don't have a reason to refuse. It's decided then. I have you waiting in her classroom, so just go and see her and go on a date with her. Alright, I'll do my best. Don't take that attitude. Just take it easy like you guys are friends. I'll try. Oh yeah, let me give you this. What's this ticket? You can see a movie for free if you use that. I'm sure you guys only go to the arcade and karaoke. Elaborate a bit. You bought this just for the date? Of course not. Teachers get free tickets to movies and stuff. It's illegal for anybody other than the family to use it, but nobody will know. Go watch it all you want. Thank you. I head to use classroom right away. Are you happy now, Michika and Kotaro?
That was perfect.
Seems you're hiding and listening, huh?
I guess everything's going as planned.
That's only the results. I didn't calculate that Yui would be troubled by Michika's tragedy again. I only wanted to hook Yui and Rio up, that's all.
But now, the problems for Sensei, Yui, Ryo, and myself are all solved now.
Huh. How ironic. Having Yui repeat the past and having everyone suffer was the only way to solve our problems.
But it's not like you didn't see this coming, right?
Who knows? I didn't do this intentionally. I only did this spontaneously.
But did you lead it to this direction?
That might be true. It is obvious that this problem would be most easily solved if it turned out this way.
Splendid. You sure are different from before.
Well, so you're going to forgive me now?
There are still some lingering thoughts, but I'm satisfied with this. I can't easily forgive you for living carelessly and not being able to save your own cousin. But I guess you've suffered the consequences now.
I wouldn't have done this if she wasn't your best friend.
Let's say so.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what she wrote in her will.
What's that?
She apologized to you. She said that she liked you. Can you still forgive me?
It's already over. The dead's will have no power.
It seems you've matured.
I've changed, just like you, Sensei.
Will Yui change as well?
Probably.
Do you stay silent for a while and leave? Huh. That was some interesting backstory that I didn't really see coming. Maybe I should have. I don't know, but I don't think that was foreshadowed too well there. Still, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, yeah, I step into the classroom where Yui's waiting for me. Yui's standing there with a normal expression. She looks a little stiff, but she doesn't look depressed like yesterday. Hey, Yui, let's go on a date since I got these free movie passes. I act cheerful and normal like Sensei said. Just like I would act with Minori. Yes, let's go. You're talking a bit strangely, Yui. Don't worry about it, just let me do this for today. Well, fine. It feels really weird, but I should just let her do what she wants. Seems we can watch any movie with this, so let's go see what movies are playing now. Okay, this sounds fun. We head to the movie theater while we walk. I still feel weird about how she's speaking like a girl, but I can talk with her comfortably. Okay, I'm assuming that makes more sense in Japanese, like she's using different pronouns or something. But whatever. There's a sense of security I didn't feel until now. Yeah, we're here. This movie theater has 3 screens. Therefore, there are 3 movies playing right now. I haven't kept an eye out recently, so I don't know what might be good. Let's see, the ones on right now are Once Upon a Real Hero. It's an action movie. And Kamen Rider 666 Omen, a hero action. What if that's an actual Kamen Rider movie? Yeah, who knows, could be. The last is Best Regards to Black Joe. Love story between a patient and death, huh? Yeah, we won't want to watch a romance movie. But there are 2 action movies. Wonder which is better. I don't care, so let's ask Yui. Which one do you want to watch? I want to see the romance. Really? Yes. I stopped myself from asking her what alien could have possessed her. It's a romance movie. It's unknown territory for you. It's like the unexplored region of the Amazon for you. Piranhas be swarming, and ants make a black carpet. That's fine. I want to see what I haven't seen before. That's fine. I didn't care which movie we saw anyways. Then let's go in. Yeah, okay. We're able to enter right before the movie is scheduled to start. I buy popcorn for the 2 of us and sit down. The movie starts after a while. It's a pretty good movie. It's about the conflict between the main character who's trying to save his patient, the heroine, while the person who the heroine loved before he died comes back as death to take her. Looking at Yui, she's so into the movie that she's forgetting to eat her popcorn. Is it that new to her? But it doesn't seem like she's bored. She's intently staring at the screen. Maybe it's good to let her choose if she ended up enjoying the movie. I don't want to forget about you. Is it wrong for me to want proof that you existed? I have a place I need to return to. I promise to be with him. Just for now. But, The story continues. They almost kiss. Yui leans forward and looks at the screen. I can't see her expression in this darkness, but I bet her face is red. This is totally unlike the Yui I know. She is watching the screen absent-mindedly. Looking at that, I realize something. I see. I murmured to myself. Even though Yui's yearned for love, she never really tried to find out what it is. I bet Higuchi-sensei told you to act as feminine as possible, telling me to act as normal as possible. That expands Yui's narrow way of thinking, lets her try hard to get me to like her. She lets Yui act out her ideal female figure and lets her realize her charm as a girl. That's what Sensei tried to do. And I would see Yui's new feminine side, and I'd be able to naturally fall in love with her. So Sensei really does know everything. We could never have got here with our shallow ways of thinking. If Yui realized or changed what Sensei intended, there's no reason to be depressed anymore. The problem's solved already. There shouldn't have been a problem if we could have just made mutual concessions and accepted each other instead of crashing our egos. All that's left is how I'll respond to Yui. That's all. The movie's about to end. It looks like it's going to have a happy ending. Huh, that was a good movie. After we finished the movie, we came to his park to rest. It was fun for me too. I never knew feeling for the characters' love stories this much fun. Yui blushes while smiling. She's really cute like that. It's something I didn't expect from Yui before. Did Sensei tell you something, Yui? Like, try to act feminine? Yeah, does it not suit me? Well, actually, it's really cute. I see charm that I've never seen before. So, Sensei's got us both. I wasn't too sure when she said it would work out if I did this. Each of us were trying too hard to accept the others who they were. You're right. I felt like there's no value in me if I couldn't be liked the way I am. You're allowed to change and not stay as you were. And you didn't have to try to like me as who I was, but you could tell me what your ideals were. I've read some book that to love someone isn't to do what you want to them, but to accept them. But you can't forget about telling the other person what you want changed and trying to improve all the time. I was forced to do something you didn't like, such as singing, but that was wrong. We probably couldn't get close since Ria refused to allow me to change. I'm sorry, Yui. I made a stereotype out of you and kept you from acting feminine. Yeah, you don't have to apologize. I also forced things on you, trying to justify what happened in my past. Yeah, let's forgive each other about the past. It's all solved now. Yeah, thanks, Rio. Well, what now? The two of us... Unable to stand in silence, I blurt out. What should we do? We have to first make things clear about our relationship. You're right. We'll always be friends, right? Best friends forever, right? Nah, that's wrong. That's not the relationship we should be in. It's not? I can't be your best friend? I know what Yu's really asking. She doesn't have to act stupid. She can talk to me honestly, but I'll make the move this time. You want to be just friends? You can wish for more, so you can tell me honestly. But you... don't love me, right? Even if I act a bit feminine? That's not true. You're really cute right now. It feels a bit strange to have never seen you like this before, but I understand this is the real you. Do you really think so? Yeah, I'm serious. But I'm just cute and you don't love me, right? You have Minori. You can't win when I've only tried a bit. I've told you, she's nothing. She's just a childhood friend. You may only think of her like that, but you might change your mind if she makes a move on you, right? Yeah, that's not true. That pause was really unnatural. You don't have to worry about such a thing, because you're going out with me. I do worry. It's important for me. But I still can't believe you. It's like I'm dreaming. How will you believe me? What should I do at a time like this? I guess I'll have to do that. Well, it might be over hasty, but it's like she's asking for it, and I'm also willing to do it. But I also think I shouldn't rush things. You're thinking it must mean you're going out with me because of pity. She's crying. Alright, I don't care what happens now. Yui. I step to her and put my hand on her shoulder. I feel her softness along with her muscle, and I can also feel her trembling. I gulp. Then I get closer to her. Rio, what are you... Yui tries to protest for a second, but she closes her eyes as if to accept me, and our lips meet. Unlike the strong impression I had of Yui, her lips are soft. I feel embarrassed and let go right away. Yui seems to be attacked by embarrassment and happiness. Gave my first kiss to Yui, but I have no regrets for some odd reason. I fell in love with her day and kissed her already. I do love her, so this should be forgiven. I went this far, so you'll believe me I love you, right? I can't do this unless I love you. I can believe you, right? Yeah, go ahead. I'm so happy. Oh, Rio. Yui snuggles up to me. I feel something scary in that, but I don't feel bad for some reason. You're not a player, right? How'd you come up with that thought? I only want to do those kinds of things with people I'll marry. You want to marry me? Shit. That's being hasty. We've only been officially going out for a day. But you only want to do that with people you want to marry, right? That's true, but then doesn't that kiss mean you marry me? Yeah, crap, she's got me trapped. Yeah, you're kind of a dumbass. Well, just a kiss is... That's terrible. So you were playing with me? No, I do love you. I guess you'd prove that, so it doesn't mean... I'm fine with that, you know? Don't close your eyes suggestively. Alright, I'll be happy with how far we got today. Yui moves away from me. Yeah, that'll be helpful for me. Then I'll go home now. Thank you so much. Yeah, take care on your way home. I think it's meaningless to talk a lot now. We know how important the other person is just because we know how the other person feels. So this is the right goodbye for us today. Yui starts to run, but stops right away. Rio, I'll tell my family about what happened today. Don't do that. Hey. I go after you, but she outruns me right away. Alright, Monday, March 3rd. Hey, there's so many things I want to ask that I don't know where to start from. It's fine. Guys shouldn't worry about small things. I think it's impossible for anyone to accept this without a word. But my dad said I should support the man I like with sincerity. So why are you at my house with all your belongings? Because he said I should live with you and help you out since you're living by yourself. I have permission from my parents, so there aren't any problems, right? There's a problem with the parent in this case. No kidding, what the hell? Oh, you're not happy? Much as a nuisance? Is it more fun without me? Well, I mean, I'm happy if you're here, but this is like rushing it beyond belief. Then I can live with you, right? How can you arrive at that conclusion? I'm gonna live here even if you say no. Hey, don't hug me this early in the morning, will you, if someone sees us? It's fine, we're lovers. Ah, jeez. I can only surrender. So you really did want to be like a girl. Of course, I've been holding on to this for too long. I push Yui off me. She lets me do so. Then I guess I'll change a bit too. You're gonna start music again? Yeah, I'll study and try to be composer for your band. And after I wondered for a while, I just couldn't stop myself from wanting to get back into it. Right, must be the true power of love. I think that's too simplistic a thought. Oh, there's one more thing I should change. What's that? I'm thinking of changing so I can accept your affection more honestly. I grab Yu's shoulder, kiss her, and quickly move away. Her red face is so cute. So, this is a kiss to ask you to live with me. Thanks, it's the greatest change for me. Even though we've come this far, I'm sure there's still changes we have to go through. But there's nothing to be scared of about change. It's because we move forward as long as we don't forget our goal of improving ourselves with the people we love. Even if I lose sight of the goal, the person I love will put me back on track. I wish with all my heart that role will be Yui's. Alright. That's the end of that route. Yeah, it definitely wasn't the best route, but it wasn't bad. Definitely some kind of weird stuff going on in there, especially all the weird side stuff, but that's right, that was a pretty interesting route at least. So yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun playing this game. It was definitely not the best I've ever played, but certainly not the worst by far. A good, just solidly decent game, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll be back with something new here pretty soon. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time.